communication process, there are four major parts in any communication process. I mean, different types of communication we undertake. Writing part is 9%. People generally write in the whole communication process. People write 9%. Reading is 16%. Speaking is 30%. And my dear friends, listening is 45%. So, reading and writing is being taught in the colleges and schools. But listening and speaking, there is 45 plus 30% means 75%. 75% is not being taught in the colleges and in schools. Then, out of this communication process, speaking process, 7% words matters. In the speaking process, 7% words are mattering. Tone is 38%, and body language is 55%. So, friends, 25% body language. Body language is not being taught. Body language is not being taught in the process, in the schools, in the colleges, how we have to use body language in our communication. So, crux of the point is, we are deprived of knowledge of major part of communication skills. Our body language, our speaking skills, our listening skills are not being taught. So friends, this is for average person. I said 9% in writing, 60% is reading, but at the same time, for example, our Lata ma'am is sitting there, she is writing books. She may be spending more time in writing. Our Jamuna sir was from sales. He might have used his time more than 30% speaking, but I'm talking about an average person, 9% of time is writing, 16% in reading, 30% of time is speaking, 45% is listening. So friends, there is one more rule. Just I told you that in speaking, that is 7% is spoken words, 38% is tone of voice, then 55% is body language. So this 7-38-55% rule was developed by a psychology professor, Albert Mehrabian. So friends, this is problem number 2. So major portion of communication process was not being taught during the college days or school days. And on starting when I joined the academy, they told me that you have to use this grammar, you have to use this vocabulary. Daily they were giving me 10 words to mug up and make sentences, translations and all. So I left that academy because what I realized that vocabulary or grammar is not of much use. Only 1200 words in any language are sufficient if we are having in our kitty of our vocabulary, which is about 300 words less than a kindergarten child who knows 1500 words. For that matter, vocabulary is not that important. Of course, grammar is important in writing the things, but in oral communication, it is not that important. Suppose if I say Ladies and gentlemen, epistemologically speaking, communication is one thing, but let's not go into its polemics. Let's look it from its ontological perspective first. Did you understand something, sir? Hello? Did you understand something?
No.
No,
No.
didn't understand. Because the language used in this sentence, some three words were used in this sentence, which were really we are not using in day-to-day life. So this is the sentence, ladies and gentlemen, you can read it out. Epistemologically means get to know knowledge, and ontology is knowing or known knowledge, which we are knowing earlier. And epistemology means know the knowledge, we get to know, And polemics means controversy.
Controversy.
So instead of using this difficult words, had I used their meanings and used simple language, would not have been better
Yeah.
others to understand.
Correct.
Correct, sir? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what people say in normal parlance, when I born and brought up in Uttar Pradesh, that is famous for speaking good English. So, this,
Good joke, Walia sir.
Yeah, correct.
this is a fact.
Lovely, sir, lovely.
This is fact. When I still remember, I was studying in 5th standard, and the teacher has given me to write an essay on postman. So in my colony, a madam used to stay over there. I just sought the help of that madam and requested her to please help me out. Tomorrow I have to submit this essay. What she said, no? Please. Nothing doing. I'm not going to tell you anything. You know Hindi? Write the letter, write the essay in Hindi, then translate it. Bring to me. I will check it. Wherever any mistake I will do it.
Good idea.
My dear friends, I'm not talking about English. I'm not talking about Hindi. I'm not talking about any language. But at the same time, what we do when we translate from Hindi to English, we think in Hindi and then translate in English. For effective communication in any language, one has to think in that language only. Then only we can be a good communicator or good orator. Now, before I tell you how to make communication most effective, let me share with you the two models of communication. The two models of communication are: number one model, triangle model of communication, means, take the example of today. You have come to join this meeting. I also get ready for the meeting. I was sitting here, you are sitting there, and Zoom in between. Before coming to, when you are sitting over there, when the meeting was not started, some of you might be thinking, I should have taken a cup of tea or coffee before joining the meeting, or I should have visited the bathroom because Mr. Walia will pakao for 90 minutes. So instead of getting bored, I should have enjoyed the coffee. Similarly, because I have to take a session, and so many things are in my stomach. उछल कूद कर रही थी, हाय कैसे करूंगा, मुझे जाना है, कैसे मैंने उस पर मीटिंग लेनी है. और I might be thinking, before joining the meeting, I should have taken a glass of water to calm my mind. So, as far as listeners are concerned, as far as participants are concerned, they are also at the time of coming to a meeting, they are at the base of the triangle, so as I am also at the base of the triangle. So this is the duty of the speaker, communicator, to bring the audience on the top of the triangle, vertex of the triangle, and he should be available there. So now modern orators have different type of techniques to accomplish this task. I'm just narrating one instance which changed my perception about speaking on the dais or speaking in a meeting. What happened? I was Indian Post Payments Bank staff training was being conducted at PTC Saharanpur, Postal Training College, Saharanpur. On the time of valedictory function, I happened to listen to director of the institute. As soon as he reached the podium to deliver his words of wisdom, he kept silent but smiling for about 30 seconds. And by nature, friends, we are not able to handle such silence in spite of the fact that this is a land of mons and meditation. Let us go back to our college days or school days. Whenever somebody dies, we are told to observe 2 minutes mourn. And we used to feel that 2 minutes are the longest in our life and wondering when this 2 minutes would be over. So the audience, including me, was thinking why he is not speaking, why he has not uttered a single word. 30 seconds have passed. Probably he has forgotten his lines or what? And that has resulted in an uneasy calm in the auditorium, whereas a few seconds before there was noise of chit-chatting, etc., etc. Everybody's minds got diverted towards him. That's what he wanted. He wanted the direction of the audience, and he has succeeded in his effort. And thus, he and audience were at the top of the triangle. Just now I explained to you. Other type of trainers, I happened to attend some training program in one of the institutes in Manipal. A guest speaker has come. Before starting the actual topic, he started with a story matching with the topic. And I have copied his style. If you remember, few minutes before, I told you incident of Sita and Gita. However, old practice was to start any talk any deliberation with good morning. If there is no response, we increase our pitch. Good morning. Even then, if there is no much response, then again, we used to say, have you not taken breakfast? Good morning. Then some response has come, but now it is okay. So this has got old-fashioned, and moreover, I have witnessed several speakers in my olden days. They, after good morning, they start. I am J.S. Walia. Today I am going to take the topic of communication versus communication. Arey Baba. Audience already knows your name and what you're going to speak because they have been invited. They have been given the timetable. Everything was with them. So I think this can be avoided. And second model of communication is, so first model, we are clear now? Whenever
Yeah.
we have to deliver a lecture or we have to start something and people are looking, gazing at you, please, for 30 seconds, pan and pause. And then start. And if you are starting with that, then also you can share a story which should be quite relevant to the subject. Otherwise, if story is something else, topic is something else, then the talk will be super catastrophic. So now I'm talking about the second model of communication. Right now, I'm a communicator. I'm conveying something to you. You are acting as a receiver of the message. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm doing, I am saying something in English, in Hindi, in Urdu mix. What exactly is being done by me? I am coding the message into these languages. Friends, you already know, but still to refresh. Language are basically a coding system in which we are coding our messages. Then there is a channel. I am communicator coding the things. And what is the channel right now? Any guesses? What is the channel we are using?
Electronic.
Digital channel.
Digital channel, camera to camera through
Yeah.
Zoom. It may be face to face. It may be via telephone. It may be via email. It may be via podcast. So when we code our message, we send our message through a channel. We are required to use proper channel for the relevant type of audience. Okay. Now, what receiver is supposed to do? Any guesses? What receiver is supposed to do? Yes, Lata ma'am.
Listening.
Huh?
Decode.
Decoding.
To decode the message.
Decoding the message.
the message.
To decode the message, and what completes the loop? The feedback. Correct?
Yes, sir.
If the receiver understands the message as sender intended to, it is called effective communication. Otherwise, it may be communication or defective communication or what we can say. Any other word for communication, sir?
Miscommunication.
Tiwari sir. Any other word for communication? Miscommunication,
Yes.
defective communication, faulty communication. So let me give you an illustration about the coding problem. Then I will give you another illustration for decoding problem. Right? First coding problem. You know, you must be thinking, I am giving every example of mine. I told in the beginning that I am sharing my own experiences by which I slightly improved my communication skills, slightly improved. Just one day before my retirement, I had organized one dinner party for my dear and near ones. One of my ex-GM, retired, of course, from Lucknow, was also invited by me. I was standing near the entrance of the hall to welcome the guests. As soon as he reached with his wife, while welcoming him, I said, Paji and Bhabiji, aye. She immediately got furious. How dare you call my husband a Paji? Her name was Saida. My friend comforted her by explaining the meaning of Paji in Punjabi.
Yeah.
Friends, that was a coding problem. We must use the language which the recipient or the receiver of the message understands. Now I will tell you one more decoding problem. Once a social worker was given a task to demonstrate the ill effects of liquor. What he did, he arranged a meeting of the villagers and asked them and told them that your wives are complaining to the district magistrate that you people are wasting your money on liquor. Moreover, there is a wastage of money and there is a health hazards also as a result of consuming liquor. So I came here to demonstrate what are the ill effects of the liquor. First effect is you're wasting your money. Another aspect I'm going to demonstrate to you. He arranged 2 glass jars, big jars. One was filled with water and another one was filled with liquor. He put an earthworm in each of these jars. After some time, the earthworm which was dropped in water swimmed out alive, but other one in the liquor jar died. Then he asked one of the villagers, what did you understand from this demo? Very coolly, he said, yes sir, मैं सब कुछ समझ गया. The social worker asked, क्या समझ गए भाई? कहते बहुत सिंपल है, आपने तो क्या बताया, बहुत सिंपल बताया आपने, आज मैं समझ गया. बताओ उससे क्या समझ गए? कि शराब पीने से पेट के कीड़े मर जाते हैं. Whether this was the message the social worker wanted to put across? No. Can you tell me where is the problem?
Perception.
Decoding.
Decoding. Well said, Lakshmi Narayan. After all, you are my ex-colleague, you are my best friends, and you know, best friends think alike. Good. Great, sir.
Thank you.
So, we have got a great dose of communication or miscommunication or defective communication. Now, how to become effective communicator? Let me discuss this.
Lakshmi Narayan ji, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, To be a great communicator, there are 6 friends which can help us. Number 1, whom. Number 2, why. Number 3, what. Number 4, where. Number 5, when. And number 6, how. So these are 6 friends. For any communication, if you have got good friendship with these 6 friends, we will be a great communicator. First, let us take whom. Whom we are going to communicate. Means our target audience. And because of our target audience, we have to prepare ourselves. Our content should be prepared in that manner. My dear friends, you must be witnessing or may see further as we progress further that our group, 27 of us today, is a mix of different state of field. And as far as yes factor is concerned, some are quite aged or some are quite young. Some are studying, some are working, and some of us already retired like me. So I prepared this content by keeping everybody in mind. And I will narrate one more thing. At least, and everybody of you, we have heard about KYC? Yes or no?
Yes.
We have heard. Okay. And bankers especially, you know what is KYC and ML guidelines. When we are getting a phone from the bank, please come to the bank and submit your KYC documents. So at least everybody knows it. And this KYC ML guidelines is widely taught in BFSI sector. BFSI means banking, financial services, and insurance sector. At all level, across all level of staff, right from clerk to general manager. My dear friends, topic is same. But you will agree, the content must be different for different category of audience. It cannot be same for general manager, it cannot be same for a clerk. So, based on the our audience, we have to prepare our content. The more we understand our target audience, so we will be better. Second, why we communicate? Dear friends, as far as I feel, there are 3 major reasons why we communicate. First reason is to educate or impart. Second is to persuade, motivate, or to sell. Third is to entertain. Maybe we are using combination, permutation of all the 3, but 3 are the basic elements, 3 basic reasons why we communicate. And these 3 elements, educate, impart, persuade, motivate, or entertain, are not mutually exclusive, which means basically when I give, right now, basically I'm giving a talk to impart certain information. At the same time, I want to motivate at least new generation, and also I tell stories to make you laugh. So it is all there. But if I only tell stories, you would be compelled to think, वाले जी स्टोरी तो अच्छा सुनाते हैं मगर कम्युनिकेशन के बारे में कुछ नहीं बताया. So it will be resulting in communication, not effective communication.
Yes.
So the purpose has to be very, very clear why we are saying and what we are saying. What to say or when to say is also play an important role in our communication. The stories or humor should have a perfect timing and to the relevant to the point which speaker wants to drive at home. If it's contrary, can create havoc. When to say, what to say is very important in communication process. I take back you all Mahabharata days. An important incident of Mahabharata I'm citing here. There is a instance when land was looking water and water was looking land. Duryodhan slipped and fell down. At that moment, Draupadi said, you know what? Any guesses?
अंधे का बेटा
Very good. Who said this?
आरती तिवारी
Thank you very much, Sir Tiwari ji. So, what Draupadi said, what else can be expected from a blind man's sons? Duryodhan at that very moment might have thought, don't worry, baby, let the time come, I will see you. And it is not possible for her to take back her words. Just like a bullet cannot be taken back into the barrel once it is fired. So, to say, what to say, when to say is very, very important factor in our communication. Now, I will cite one more example of perfect sense of timing. This is a real case in America where a person was accused of murdering his wife. So he had a defense attorney with a bride, who was a bright guy, but just graduated with gold medal. He was not having any experience, but very good. He was gold medalist. The prosecuting attorney was an old experienced man. At the time of final argument, the defense attorney stood up and said, ladies and gentlemen and members of jury and honorable judge, may I remind you, there is something in law which tells you one cannot be held guilty if judges or members of jury are having a little shadow of doubt regarding commission of crime. He should be given benefit of doubt and see. And right now, I am going to prove that all the jury members, as well, Your Honor, Judge, you all are having a doubt in your mind regarding his commission of crime. I'm going to prove right now. What he said, look, the woman which is supposed to be murdered by my client is walking through the courtroom door right now. Everybody looked at the entrance door, but there was nobody coming from the door. At this, defense attorney immediately said, see, you all are having some doubt. That's why I looked at the door. If you are convinced that she has been murdered, you could not have looked at the door. So there is a doubt in your minds. But the prosecuting attorney was very, very experienced person. Immediately got up. See, this is a sense of timing. He got up and said, ladies and gentlemen, the members of jury, my only submission is, everybody has looked at the door except your client, because he knew she will never come through that door. She is dead and buried. And the verdict was guilty. So, what to say, When to say perfect timing is very important. The timing shows the receptivity of the person to whom you are talking. Now, friends, next friend we are going to discuss about what to say. What to say has further got 7 assistants to help him. What we are going to deliver. My feeling is, my relation is, whenever we are going to take a session or giving a speech or giving a talk, we should be well prepared. If we do not do our homework doesn't mean under COVID-19 we are doing pocha, jhadu, everything, not that homework. If we do not do our homework properly means what we are going to deliver, it should be prepared well by keeping audience into mind, otherwise it may create havoc. Friends, I'm taking the liberty of quoting the words of one of the finest orator of the world. I'm just repeating his words. He stood up, but my heart sank in my boots. My head was reeling and I felt though the whole court was doing likewise. I could not think of no questions to ask. The judge might have laughed and the vakils no doubt enjoyed the spectacle. I was processing anything. I sat down and told the agent that I could not conduct the case. Friends, can you guess this very famous word which were spoken by one of the world's finest orator? Who was that orator? Any guesses?
Mahatma Gandhi. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi.
Well said, sir. Tiwari, sir. Great. Great, sir. Great, great. So, see, 1 minute. These are the words of Mahatma Gandhi. He has written these words in a book called The Law and the Liars. This was my debut in the small cases court. I appeared for the defendant. I had thus to cross-examine the plaintiff's witnesses. I stood up, but my heart sank into my boots. My head was reeling and felt though the whole court was doing likewise. I could think of no question to ask. The judge must have laughed, and the vakils no doubt enjoyed the spectacle. But I was past seeing anything. I sat down and told the agent that I could not conduct the case. So, my dear friends, when a orator like Mahatma Gandhi can face this type of fiasco, where we stand. So, friends, ladies and gentlemen, this is our foremost duty to prepare ourselves before going to any meeting or for delivering any session, whatever we are expected of us. So, this was my humble submission for content. We have to prepare our content very well. Now, friends, second is clarity. Whatever message we want to pass on, whether written or verbal, it should be very, very clear. If at all recipient asks for any clarification, we should be able to clarify politely. ऐसा नहीं, एक बार बता दिया ना, समझ में नहीं आता आपको, बार बार बताएंगे. So many times we use this language, but ladies and gentlemen, there should be clarity in our thoughts. In this context, I'm just sharing one experiment conducted by one lady, Elizabeth Newton, for her dissertation. Tappers and listeners. Elizabeth Newton was a psychology student. She invited some of her friends and peers in college to be part of an experiment. Each student was given one of the two roles. One was the role of tappers, this is tapping, and one was to be a listener. The tappers played very good melody, very, just like, birthday to you, happy birthday to you, jingle bell, all the way. All they have to do is to tap that melody in the way of tabla, and listener has to guess what exactly they are playing, which song they are playing. And out of, 2.5%, if only 2.5% result was correct, otherwise everybody has guessed wrong. You know what exactly has happened? That person, Elizabeth Newton, who was conducting this experiment, and the tapper got, nervous. Why this is happening? They got very inquisitive eyes. They were looking at the tappers as they were doing some mistake. But let me clear, my dear friends, what inference they have got from this. The tapper, he was playing Happy Birthday to You tune, and he was very clear in his mind, and his tabla, his tapping was in perfect sync of the song. But why tapper could not understand? Because he was not able to make them understand. What happened? What was happening? That in our real life scenario, so many times we say something to our spouse, or our child, or our colleague, or our subordinate at work, to do something. With complete clarity we are giving. But so many times the result which was intended to was not coming forth. So where was the mistake? Mistake was not the person to whom we have talked, or whom we have given the instruction. It was the problem with the communicator, or the person who is giving the instructions. So if any time this happens, so we have to do introspection, where I went wrong in making my point clear to other person. Friends, clarity of thoughts always should precede clear communication. And then second, next servant of this content is conciseness. The message should be concise but complete. I think we know Mr. Churchill. Any guesses? Mr. Churchill.
Ex-PM of India. Ex-Prime Minister of
Ex-Prime Minister of UK.
UK.
Once his secretary told, sir, you are required to deliver a speech at UN. And he asked him, for how much time? If it is for 4 hours, I can go right now. If it is for 40 minutes, I may be requiring about 4 days to prepare. And one incident happened with me. I received a letter from one of my best friends, and during those days, there was no email, only Antardeshi Patra was in vogue. And with the contents, he appended one note. Mr. Walia, this letter is somewhat longer because I could not find time to make it shorter. So friends, brevity or conciseness is the hallmark of communication. Completeness. Our communication must be complete in all respect. Suppose you all are invited to witness this blunt talk. If suppose by mistake we have not mentioned timing over there, how you will feel? How you have felt? Correct, no? So before any written communication or oral communication, message should be complete in all respects. Then our language should be courteous. Many times I have seen in at least in banks, higher ups are writing such a nasty mails to juniors that demotivates them. Language of our whatever we speak, whatever we write, our language should be always courteous, coherent. I found so many emails in which two things are writing in one paragraph. There was no coherency. So the communication should be coherent. इधर आप पाकिस्तान की बात कर रहे हैं, उधर से अमेरिका की बात कर रहे हैं. When you are talking about Pakistan, you have to talk about Pakistan only, not for America. But sometimes it happens in our communications. Now, friends, last but not the least is how we are going to impart our communication. There are 6 major components how we are imparting our communication. Number 1 is voice modulation. Number 2, eye contact. But here it is not possible eye contact, it is camera contact. Then our gesture. Then our postures, how we sit. If I'm sitting like this, how would you feel? And our facial expressions.
Relaxing.
Relaxed, but he is not come to the meeting. He's just relaxing. He's just this is disrespect to the listeners. When our posture should be erect, we should lean towards the listener or receiver of the message at least 15 degrees, so that he feels I'm interested in speaking with that person. Then appearances. Appearance is very controversial subject. We know that books should not be judged by its cover. But in professional matters, your appearance matters. Then let me give one, and then our facial expression, and moreover, voice modulation. Voice modulation, I mentioned voice modulation. Again, it has got 5 babies. First is pitch. Pitch our voice. When we are angry, how dare you do that? Don't do that again. So we speak, our voice get loud. If we are sad, Saurabh sir, COVID ने बहुत परेशान कर रखा है. तो our volume is soft. If we want to tell a secret, we whisper, "You are my friend. I'm just telling you. Please don't tell anybody." We whisper. Pace. How we speak? We speak very fast when we are nervous. When we are relaxed, composed, calm, our tone will be clear and composed. Normally, a person speaks 130 words per minute. Then pause. We must take a pause when we want to complete, our sentence is completed, then we have to take pause. But an important point is also I'm going to mention, when you say something important, please take a pause so that the recipient can assimilate the information which you are imparting. So voice modulation is very important. Then gestures. Gestures include movement of our hands, other parts of the body. If our gestures are good, it will be corroborate what we speak. And the research has divided our body into three parts: head, torso, and the rest. Gestures which we have, which are having the property of intellectuality or conceptual thinking, they are around our head area. They are around our head area. When we forget something, we think just to remember that. When commit a mistake, माथे पे हाथ रख लेते हैं हम लोग. And we are trying to manipulate something, and sometimes we cross our legs, we cross our arms. So that is not a good gesture when you're sitting in meeting or when you are delivering a lecture. We should not fold cross our arms like that. But sometimes it so happens you're talking to a person, he is not making an eye contact and he is crossing arms also. This may be possible that he was feeling cold. That's why he is crossing his arm. It is not because he is having disrespect for you. So, dear friends, before being judgmental, we have to absorb, and interpret what exactly is the reason with the listener. So, friends, I want to do an activity, but you will agree that activity is not possible because you are sitting there, we are sitting here, and Zoom is not having that capacity to do that activity. So I have made a small video for you to corroborate my point of having good gestures. Let's have a look. So friends, can you tell me, when I ask them touch their chin, they have touched their cheek. Exactly what has happened? Anybody?
Not listening.
Yes, sir. Huh?
Not
Suggestions. They look at you and do what you do. Suggestions.
Okay. See friends, so what influence I get from this small video activity, that whenever our words and our gestures do not match, people take for granted our gestures. So many times we say sorry, we say thank you, but our gestures are not matching with this. The people will think, yes, he's telling sorry, but actually he's not. Here, what has happened? That I was instructing them by doing my own actions, and when I said in the last that touch your chin, I placed my hands over my cheek. So they have taken the gestures, not the words which I spoke. So friends, we have to be very, very careful for our gestures. So friends, before the train takes a halt, as I promised to you, we are going to play a game. Are you allowing me, sir? Hello? Hello?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, so my Chandrakanta, please open audio video for all.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Yes, please open audio video for all. So everybody has to participate.
Yes.
We will take only 5 minutes to play this game.
Hello.
Not audible. You're not audible, sir. Your mic is mute.
Yes, he has done intentionally. That is the thing.
Okay. Sir, mic mute.
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
It's the activity.
Ma'am, just me. Ma'am, you can unmute from your side, ma'am.
Mute कर लिया मैंने.
Yeah.
Okay, so friend, let us start. KBC. Any guesses? What is KBC?
कौन बनेगा चैंपियन?
कौन बोला?
पाठक बोला.
Oh, Pathak Saab, you happen to be my old friend, ex-colleague. Great, you are here, sir. Okay, sir. Okay.
Yes.
उसका एडमिशन हो गया 22 सितंबर से है क्लास तो इसे छोड़ो अभी नहीं 22 सितंबर से एक घंटा
First question. Answer single first.
Good morning or good evening.
Thirty seconds.
A.
A. Any other guesses? Any other guesses?
B.
B.
Most plausible reason.
B.
B. Who said B?
B.
महापात्र.
Yes. Mahapatra sir, welcome.
अरे अभी वेलकम कर रहे हैं. मैं तो कब से आपको वेलकम.
नहीं है, आंसर क्या है? It's not fair to see the watch. Whether it is time, arrow गलत लगा हुआ है.
गलत.
भाई मिस्टेक लग जाता तो इसलिए. So correct answer is I did not require to see the watch whether it is time for good morning or good evening or good afternoon.
इनसाइडर ट्रेडिंग मेरा पार्ट में इनसाइडर ट्रेडिंग हो गया.
Correct. Okay. Which is not true for Freudian theory of education.
A and B.
D is the correct.
C.
D. Any other guesses?
A and B.
A and B started.
Not true. Not true.
No. Which is not true?
C.
C.
C is not true.
It is C.
C is not.
C is not.
Who said A, B, C, D? Now tell me.
It is
C.
D.
C.
It is C.
C is not you.
Correct, sir. Correct.
C.
Correct. Thank you. In a communication process in general, how much percentage listening skills play a role?
D, 45%. 45%. D stands.
D 45%.
45%. Correct, sir. Correct. Great. Let me ask computer G.
45.
45 D.
Tapper and listeners experiment is most specifically related to explain importance of
A.
B, listening skills.
C.
B, listening skills.
Paper and listener experiment was
Most specifically related to explain the
C.
importance of.
C is
this was my non-effective communication which has resulted in this. It is meant for
Yeah.
clarity of communication.
Correct.
None of the above.
none
Your
of them.
failure.
Most specifically,
Your failure to properly communicate to us.
it is
No.
clarity of
And
communication.
was specular related to
Clarity of communication.
This is
Communication.
Yes, it was a faulty communication.
Yeah.
There was a communication gap. There was a communication gap.
Communication gap. Yeah.
You know, if I write is related to what, then communication is a correct answer. But most specifically means clarity of.
Explain.
कंप्यूटर से बता रहे हैं, मैं नहीं बता रहा.
None of the above.
B. 6 friends. I have discussed which one.
Whenever. D is the correct answer.
Whenever.
Whenever is
Whenever.
Whenever is
So friends, thank you very much.
Whenever.
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 Yeah.
Thank you.
Correct.
Thank you, sir. Very nice.
Thank you very much.
Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Wale sir,
Thank you so much.
very nice. Well done, sir.
Well done. Wonderful.
Sir, thank you.
Wonderful.
Awesome. Sir,
Thank you, sir.
awesome.
Thank you.
Wonderful session. Walia, your feedback is there?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Beautiful, sir.
So,
Thank you.
कहाँ गए बॉस कहाँ गए बॉस को नहीं
I
दिखा
can
रहे
only say
वालिया सर
धन्यवाद.
बॉस को नहीं दिखा रहे हो
जी
बॉस बॉस
बट वो लीडर मानता हूँ, उनको बॉस नहीं मानता.
नहीं
उनको
बॉस
लीडर मानता हूँ.
वो चलो लीडर
बॉस और लीडर बहुत फर्क है.
अच्छा लीडर प्लस बॉस कहाँ है
है ना? He is a leader.
हाँ लीडर प्लस बॉस
Don't take. I never treat him as a boss.
हाँ है किधर है
Leader,
दिखाई
leader.
इधर ही है ना सर?
Okay.
इधर ही है.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, Valia sir.
Yes.
Your question and answer session was
Yeah.
very
So
good.
thank you so much, Valia sir. Hello. Hello.
I'm
So
listening.
I can, yeah. So I can say for your session in a word, one word, it was a Sunday special. So thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
And thank you so much to each one of you for the registration and to enabling us to organize this session.